Hello, hello, hello. Mission 4, Lesson 20. Come on up. Oh, whatever. Okay. We need to convert 3 1/6 feet to inches. This is going to be a lot similar to what you guys did on Wednesday, if you're doing this on Friday, or whatever you did the last mission. So Lesson 20 and 19 are very similar. So we need to take whatever mixed number that you're given, and we just need to move it over to these boxes. Oops, 1/6. So whatever this is, put it over here. And then we want to change your feet to inches. So how many inches are in a foot? 12. Now you want to take this and you want to take this mixed number and change it to an improper fraction. So once more, you want to change this mixed number to an improper fraction. Remember that we do that by multiplying and then adding. Multiplying, then adding. Multiplying, then adding. So 6 times 3 is 18, plus 1 is 19. And your denominator always stays the same, so it's going to be over 6. And then you just want to bring down your 12. So whatever your mixed number is here, whatever your mixed number is here, you just want to change it to an improper fraction. And then what you can do is you can do 19 times 12 and then divide it by 6. Or you can do that trick that we learned where we cross off and we make it an easier multiplication problem. So I'm going to rewrite this on a piece of paper. We have 19/6 times 12. Remember, when it's a whole number, you want to put it over 1. Now we want to ask what numbers can go into each other. Can 19 and 1 go into each other? Well, of course, because 1 can go into anything. But we can make this simpler because 6 can go into 12. How many times can 6 go into 12? Twice. How many times can 6 go into 6? Once. So now, instead of 19 times 12 divided by 6, we have 19 times 2 over 1. I don't know what 19 times 2 is in my head. If you guys brought home your math notebooks, that's something that you can easily look up in the front in the chart. That's fine, but I'm going to do my math really quick because I don't have a chart. So that's 18 and 3. That's 38 over 1. And anything over 1 is that number itself. So instead of doing 19 times 12 divided by 6, we did our cross off method and shortcut and found out what it is. So whatever problems that you guys have, do that cross off thing to help you out, okay? Again, my pictures on my notes have a couple examples of how different numbers were with that same kind of problem. Now we want to convert our feet to yards instead of inches. So once more, whatever your mixed number is here, just copy it and move it over. And then bring it down once more. Now, because we need to change this into yards, we need to make this as 1/3. Okay, so 1/3. Because 1 yard equals 3 feet. 1 yard to 3 feet. You want to take your mixed number and change it to be improper. So multiply, add, multiply, add. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. And my denominator stays the same. Next, then you just want to bring down that fraction. And then 9 times 1 is 9/6. Because 9 times 1 is 9, and 2 times 3 is 6. You guys could do it that way. Luckily for me, these numbers worked out. But if they didn't, what I could have done is I could have done 1 and 2 can go into each other because 1 can go into anything. But 3 can go into 9. So that would be 9 over 2 times 1 over 3. I would cross off this 3 and 9 because 3 can go into 9 3 times. And 3 can go into 3 once, which would be 3 over 2. They might want you to reduce it. They might not, because luckily for me, they took the unreduced way, which is fine. Just depending on your numbers, you may be able to leave it like that, where you don't have to reduce it. But if your numbers don't work out, you may have to do it this way. It's up to whatever number you guys just have, I guess. And now they're going to ask you to change that to a improper fraction. And see, I put 9/6, but they changed it to 3 over 2. It'll do that for you too if you don't do the reduced answer right away. So it'll do it for you. Now, how many times can 2 go into 3? Once, with 1 left over, and my denominator stays the same. So just change this improper fraction to a mixed number, whatever your numbers are. We want to convert cups to pints. So this one we can't just copy it over because the numbers have changed. So this is actually asking for the answers instead of walking you step by step like, again, the first 2 parts of your tower did. This part you're going to have to do on your paper. So we have 4 and 3/5 cups equals 4 and 3/5 times 1 cup. We want to change that cup, so 4 and 3/5 to pints. Now, we have 1 pint equals 2 cups, which means that fraction is going to be 1/2. Okay? So times 1/2 pints. Okay? Now you want to take your mixed number and change it to be improper. So times add times add times add. 5 times 4 is 20. Plus 3 is 23. Okay? So now we have 23 over 5 times 1/2. We have to multiply straight across. None of these numbers can go into each other, really. So we're just going to multiply straight across. 23 times 1 is 23. And 5 times 2 is 10. Now we want to change that improper fraction to a mixed number. 10 can go into 23 2 times, with that equaling 20. So 23 minus 20 is 3, and my denominator stays the same. So let's see if 2 and 3/10 is correct. Ta-da! All right. I have more notes in the pictures for you to go through that, but I'm going to go through it one more time. So we took cups, and we did 4 and 3/5, so we just kind of brought that over times 1 cup. We want to change that cup to half because 2 cups equal 1 pint. Then you want to change this mixed number to an improper fraction. So we need to multiply and add, which equal 23. So 23 times over 5 times 1/2. From this, a half up here equals 23 over 10, and that equals 2 and 3/10. This one we want to change to years to months. So 3 and 3/4 years equals how many months? So 3 and 3/4 years equals 3 3/4 times 1 year. Now we want to change this years to months. So 3 3/4 stays the same so far, times 12 months, because there's 12 months in a year. Now we want to change this to be an improper fraction. So we need to multiply and add. 4 times 3 plus 3. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. So now we have 15 over 4, because the denominator is going to stay the same, times 12. We want to take that and write that as a multiplication problem. So we need to change that 12 to be 12 over 1. And what you guys now can do is you do your cross multiplying ways. So 1 and 15 won't change because they're going to be the same. If I need to write this different because it's confusing this way. There. 1 and 15, you're not going to change because 1 can go into anything. But you can change 4 and 12. 4 can go into 12. How many times? 3. 4 can go into 4. How many times? Once. So now we have an easier problem. So now we have 15 times 3, and then 1 times 1. 15 times 3 is 45, and 1 times 1 is 1. Okay? You could do it the long way. You could do 15 times 12 divided by 4. You could, but it'll take you a lot more time to do it instead of doing this secret cross-off multiplying way. Okay? And anything over 1 is going to be itself. So 45. Again, I have multiple examples on your pictures on Google Classroom. If you need help, please message me on Dojo or on Google Classroom. I will do my best to help you. I'm always here for you guys, so let me know whatever support you need. Thank you for working so hard this week. Next week, we'll keep chugging on. I miss you guys very much. All right, bye.